Given that you are the queen and inventor of smizing, what makes Justin Trudeau an excellent protege of yours?
This world leader smizes so beautifully when he's not even trying, just every day, it's just his nature. But then it comes down to the battle with Banks, and it was kind of like, oh.
How are you? How are you feeling? How are you doing?
Right now I'm hopeful. Months ago, I just didn't know where the world was going. I'm hopeful now, even though there's crazy stuff happening still. My mother always told me to look to the other side and to imagine what this situation that I am personally in will be in the future. So now I'm not just looking to the other side for myself, but looking to the other side for my country, looking to the other side for everybody, for the entire world, and I see hope.
Smize. It is about 12 years now since you kind of introduced the term to the culture, and now we all know, or we think we know, what smizing is. Has it surprised you, the fact that apparently your word is like a solid entry in the dictionary?
It's pretty crazy that I created this word, which means smiling with your eyes. Yeah, as you said, 12 years ago, I didn't know how long it was, so thanks for that stat. I had no idea that it would penetrate young, old men, women. I thought it was like kind of a millennial thing at the time, and fun and taking pictures and just creating this confidence and this fire inside of your eyes, whether you're taking a professional photo or photos with your iPhones with your friends and family. But I think smizing means so much more now, particularly with us wearing masks, to stay safe.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, smizing now means like talking with your eyes, not just smiling with your eyes, that you're saying thank you, or that you have a smile underneath your mask. However, the world can't see that when you're doing that. And so it is important to put the energy here. Or smizing can mean you go first, in line, or like, let's stay 6 feet apart, but in a safe way. Or I'm gonna be here by your side during this difficult time. So I've even had doctors and nurses reach out to me on social media and say that they are able to use smizing to speak to their patients. I never in a million years would think that it would mean so much more. And so that fills me with so much hope.
Our Prime Minister and Tyra and smizing, how did this all come together?
It's so interesting. I mean, the Infoman team reached out to us and on a whim, and I tend to, right now I'm focused on my company right now and business and being a mom, so I tend to say no to a lot, but there was something that touched me about being able to be on a show that's so big in Quebec and to have fun with something, but there's a bigger message. So I always say hide the vegetables in a message, or to look at it not as like a vitamin, but a vitamin for a kid that you chew and it's gummy and it's sugary, but it's good for you. And so there were two parts to me deciding to do that show. One was entertain. I'm crazy. I know I love to have fun. But also in that entertaining, we're talking about smizing, which means we're inadvertently talking about masks. And so there was this whole message that in the end, it really is about safety, but done in a really fun way with one of the most powerful people on earth. What I loved about it is that he's willing to have fun.
Right.
That is so important with leadership, whether you're leading a business, a household, or a country, to be able to have some levity and have some fun and to do funny, crazy stuff, embarrass yourself, be willing to take that risk. So for that, 100%, for the smize in the battle, 69%, smizing every day when he's just giving speeches, 120%.
So what does supermodel Tyra Banks look like at home with homeschooling? What all the parents have had to do this year?
I think homeschooling in the beginning for me was one of the hardest things I've ever done, because I also was in the process of figuring out what to do with the business that we were launching, ModelLand, that was never able to open because of COVID and dealing with layoffs, and it's just so much. And then having my poor precious baby who was 4 years old at the time saying, mommy, 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 play with me. And then I'm like, okay, I've scheduled reading at this time, and I've scheduled, art at this time, and not doing good there, but then not doing good with work. And I was in a state of constant guilt and never being good enough at anything. I'm very privileged and fortunate that my mother was able to move in with us. And so she took a lot of that help and support so that I could continue to provide for the family and work and create something during this really awful time in our world. So my mama, I'm super grateful for that. Not everybody has that.
Tell us about ModelLand. When eventually you're ready to open up the doors and let us go and like check out our angles, practice our lighting, all of that.
Practice your smizing. Yeah.
Practice my smizing.
So
what the experience is going to be like.
Yeah, so ModelLand is a location-based attraction in Los Angeles, California, right by the beach. Steps from the Santa Monica Pier, one of the highest foot traffic tourist areas in Los Angeles. And it's a place that you can come, anybody and everybody, young, old, everyone can come and experience a fashion fantasy, learning how to pose for the best tips and tricks. There's immersive shopping, there's theater, there's dancers. It's never been done before, so it sounds crazy when I talk about it. But
it does not sound crazy to me. I love.
It's on an indefinite hold. Are you coming? Are you gonna fly out when it's time?
I would love to. Like, honestly, I want that, and I love the fact that you've made it inclusive. Like, it can be all ages. It's just anybody can participate. Yeah. And it sounds like so much fun.
It's like Disneyland meets America's Next Top Model meets Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.